All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow, show number 101. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
My name's Sebastian, and I'd like to vouch that we call this episode Podcasting 101.
Podcasting 101.
Not that we're going to give you tips or anything, but
yeah,
it's just Podcasting 101.
It's just a journey to get there.
Exactly.
How long you been doing it now? When was like the first
A little
episode?
over a year, right?
Yeah.
A year. I think October was a year. So about a year and 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's a lot of learning, and kind of figuring out how things work and what works best and what, you know what I mean.
What made you decide to even do it?
You know, I worked when Manny and I worked together, and we would sit back and talk a lot of shit, and we'd just, he would talk about, oh well, I'm a life coach. I'm thinking about doing a life coaching podcast. I was like, hey, dude, fuck that. Let's do a podcast. Me and you, we'll do it together. It's like, well, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. Stop thinking, dude. Just do it. It's easy. So I'll just take you in that room. We'll sit down. You won't even know the fucking microphone's there. It'll just be what it is. And so finally I got him to come over, and he tried it out, and I pushed record without him knowing, and he was like, okay. At first, he was like, we filmed a clip of, hey, it's our first show, blah, blah, blah. We're going to be doing it live soon, blah. And he's like he didn't, like fucking Ricky Bobby didn't know where to put his hands and shit, you know what I mean? And it just kind of took off from there, and we went for a while, and, he had some things going on in his life that he didn't want to continue anymore. And that's when I reached out to you, because I know that it was funny because the timing was just right. Like, we had gone to lunch just shortly before he wanted out, right? And
Who went to lunch?
me and you. Remember we went down here to San Miguel?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then shortly after that, he was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I got too much going on. I'm too stressed out, blah, whatever. And that's when I reached out to you. I told him, I said, hey, dude, I said, if it doesn't work out with Tony, or if it doesn't work out with Manny, so we need to call Tony, see if he's interested. I said, me and him get along really well. I said, and we're the same enough but separate enough of ourselves that it would work. I said, and his tone is just right for us. And that's when I reached out to you, and we started talking.
Sebastian was like, who's Tony?
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, we need to reach out to Tony. Okay, well, who's Tony?
I think that's pretty much how it went. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to need a little more than we're going to get Tony. For starters, who the fuck is Tony?
Said, oh, remember that guy that came over and saw this? Oh, yeah. See, I went to school with him. Oh,
They came over and saw what?
the studio. Did you came
Oh,
by
after
that?
we had that lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you home when I came here?
I don't remember. I'm not going to lie to you.
I appreciate that, because you do lie to me. But can we talk
I don't know
about?
what about, but okay.
Can we talk about Manny being here last Friday? Was it Friday? Yeah,
No, yeah, Friday, yeah.
Friday when I walked in, because when I pulled up there was another car here, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it made me feel. I know what like the other woman feels like, or a stepmom in a sense, like
Right.
taking over. Because I pulled up and there was another car there in the driveway. I was like, oh, they got company or whatever. So when I walk into the house, I still didn't know who it was. I just knew it was a dude you were talking to.
Right.
And then we said, oh, man, you met Tony? And he goes, no, I don't think so. And it didn't hit me initially either that it was him.
Right.
And then he said, yeah, you guys met at Seabass's birthday at the casino. And that's when it hit me. I was like, oh, shit. Is he sitting in with us? Is he, I didn't know. But then, you guys were doing personal matter, and then he left. And I'll be totally honest with you. I know what the other woman feels like, because I was like, it was a little awkward for me.
Yeah, were you like, I wonder what's going on here?
No, I felt like, it was like, I kind of took over, and I don't know his feelings on it, if he has any.
I've never asked him. I just kind of, you know what I mean? Or I asked him one time, hey, dude, I said, I'm going to tell you about something that's going on. I said, I want to show you the new logo. I said, I don't know how you'll. No, fuck yeah, dude, show me. That's cool. I'm cool with it. All right, cool. So I showed him oh, dude, that's fuck. Because he created the first logo.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I told him, I said, hey, dude, I said, I want to show you what the new logo that I want to put out. I said, I know you did the first one, but look at what I got my cousin to create. Oh, no, dude, that's fucking dope. That's dope. So he was with it. No,
I barely remember the first one now, to be honest with you. The first logo.
It was on the Mac. It's part of their gallery, so you can manipulate it and change it.
Okay.
So he had the outline of it already. Just kind of, hey, put the banner here, do this, do that, and he was able to get that done.
And I remember, what was it that Seabass's face was on? Wasn't there something like in the
logo.
corner?
Yeah, because it was Madhouse Sideshow.
Originally, I wasn't supposed to be a part of it.
That's not true.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it is.
No. It was always the three of us.
Well, yeah, when you started, but at the beginning of talks, it was just you and Manny.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
between he and I, yeah, it was just, hey, let's do a podcast. But my intent was always to have you in here. Don't think it wasn't to have you be a part of it. Maybe I misspoke around you, but you were always, even with the radio, you were always a part of that. Just like this is a part of yours too. It's not like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it wasn't weird to me. Although it was kind of like, fuck, I thought I timed it better than that. I planned on him being gone before you got here, but it took a little bit longer to leave. But,
What do you mean by he's part of the radio too?
Well,
Seabass part of the radio.
Well, we used to go on and do the morning show on Madhouse Radio.
Yeah, okay.
But dude, I was waking up at 5:30 in the morning to get out here at 6, and get off at 9, go take a shower, get ready, go to my normal job, come home, record a podcast, or come home and cook and clean and do all the dad shit. You know what I mean? I was just running too hard. You know what I mean? And so I set the radio station on autopilot. Once we started doing this, and I kind of felt like, hey, we can get somewhere with this. Like, this is the way we should be going. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep the radio station. I put way too much money in there, and I got way too much going on with it to let it go. But I really believe in my heart of hearts, this is where it's going to be. This is going to be, this thing's going to fucking take off. I will be Joe Rogan. No, I really believe that we have something here. You know what I mean? I think that the three of us are there's enough chemistry between the three of us, and I think that the timing and the things that we do and how it flows is just so natural that I think we'll be all right. I think it'll be good.
Wow. Such nice words.
Yeah. It's weird. Who
Last
are you?
fucking time you hear him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, he's fucking not. Don't let him lie to you.
Nah, but it's true. When you see something and it's there, you know. You know what I mean? Like when you watch a TV show that you're like, or somebody's gonna put one out and you're like, you see who the cast is and you're like, fuck, I don't even know what it's about, but I'm in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then there's ones where you have to like, I don't know, and you watch and you're like, oh, that was pretty good. You know what I mean?
Then there's some where it's like, you have to watch it, then you watch it and it's shit.
Right.
And then there's other ones, very rare, where you don't even have to watch the movie to know it's shit.
Yeah. Yeah, very
And
much
there
so.
are ones that start out real good and then turn out to be shit,
That's also true.
like The Walking Dead.
You can
Anyways.
fuck all the way off.
Well,
All the way.
I didn't enjoy last night's episode. I thought it was last night's episode was
There it comes.
These episodes are shit, but it's because they're filler episodes.
it's building up.
No.
Yeah.
No, you guys were
I
always...
watch tomorrow
This
next
is
week.
season 10B, and it's going to be great.
Actually, this one's C, but
Okay,
It was- I
10C,
mean-
and this is going to be great.
It
I
was
have
great.
not
It was a
heard- no.
great episode. It was just, it wasn't like exciting.
Nothing died.
Yeah. Next one. We'll catch you next Monday, bro. We'll put you up on game.
You sound like my buddies that are all into football. It's like at the beginning of the year. Oh, this is our year. We're taking it to the hole this year. This is our year. Come towards the middle, end of the season. Okay, well, next year, it's going to be our year.
See, the show's not like the Niners, though. The Niners have some good... The Walking Dead has some good Sundays. Most good Sundays.
Ouch. Nice.
I didn't say it.
Tony doesn't have a team. Tony
Do you even know what sports are?
No, that's why he works on Sundays, so his wife can sit and watch football in peace.
Ooh.
It was funny because we were hanging out with him yesterday, and a few of the guys, and they started talking about football and shit, and
Yeah, dude.
you know what I mean? I was crickets for my side,
And be ready.
and they said something about it. They were like, "Yeah, oh yeah, you're not that into football." I said, "Yeah, have you guys not noticed when y'all talk about it? It's fucking crickets for me and Tony.
Yeah,
We don't.
exactly.
I don't even chime in because
Dude, there are times when I'm like, is there any way to get out of this text group right now?
yeah, it's like no, I'm good, dude.
Hey, yo, I got an update from the last episode.
Yeah,
Remember the gentleman that came to my house looking for the dentist?
yeah.
He found him?
I found him.
Oh, you found the dentist?
Somebody hit me up and said, "Hey, I know that dentist that the guy was looking for." He goes, "It's one of my buddy's dads."
Oh shit.
And I was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "What street?" And so he sent me a screenshot of a text message that him and the son of the dentist was having. He goes, "Hey, my uncle heard about your dad. Does he still do work out of the house?" He's like, "Yeah, just come on over." Or something along those lines. And I said, "What street?" And it was like 2 streets away from me.
Oh
I
wow,
couldn't believe it.
that's crazy. Tony, let me ask you a question.
He hasn't pre-screened this question. I don't know what he's about to ask.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask it a certain way, but it sounds fucked up. So I'm just gonna. Who kills spiders in your house? You or your wife? That would be your wife.
No, not at all. I just can I be honest with you?
You don't kill spiders. You scoop them up and you go throw them outside.
I have not. I don't think I've ever seen a spider in my house.
Really?
Spider?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen ants. I've seen a roach here and there, but not a spider. I've never seen a spider in the house.
It's because your wife kills him.
Yeah, right? You're too busy under the covers crying. Go get it.
No, I don't think I've ever seen a spider in the house.
All right, who kills the roaches? You or your wife?
That'd be me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I know you're up on the bed, balled up in the corner, afraid of spiders.
That's because I'm arachnophobic. So it's not just spiders, it's anything with 8 legs. That's why I like eating crabs.
What about roaches?
Those are 8 legs, yeah.
I fucking hate roaches. Hate them with a passion, dude.
Do I remember when we lived in Arizona, that fucking one that came crawling out of the air vent?
Oh, yeah. We were living in an apartment, dude. And this fucking thing, Tony, when I say that it was maybe a little bit longer than my thumb,
Wow.
that
It
fucking
was
thing was
gigantic.
like it had a saddle.
Maybe it was a more of a beetle than a...
Yeah, date beetle. What do they call them?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, water bugs or date beetles. It was fucking, I don't know. It was big and brown. You know what I mean? And that fucking thing was on the roof, and I was like, they were screaming at me from the Dad. So I go in there and I look up, and it's like, holy, like fucking Mothman was there. I was like, holy shit, dude. So I smacked it, but it was in this kind of motion, so I don't know if I killed it.
What were you using?
I think a broom.
Okay.
But it kind of flew into the corner, I think, and I moved a few things around. We couldn't find it, and they slept in my room that night.
How old were you?
Oh, they were young,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I had to be before 6 years old.
Well, before 2008. So it was 2007, 2006. So you would have been
like
7, 8.
7 or 8, yeah.
But what about now? What would you do?
I'm still arachnophobic. That hasn't changed.
Yeah, he would.
It takes me 5 minutes to even fucking think of killing anything like that. Because I won't get close to it.
Well, you're right not to get close to it because when they wise up and they charge you,
Oh, yeah.
it's the worst. I scream like a girl. I'm like, ah!
Dude.
And I get mad.
For making you scream like that,
Yeah.
right? Well, when I was a kid, I think I've told this story before, but my grandma lived there in Coachella off of Baghdad, and they were having a yard sale. And she said, "Mijo, go, ve a agarrarme la caja allá atrás." So she said, "Go get that box back there in the corner." All right. So I go back there, and of course, it's the fucking box way back in the back that's all fucking dark, and it's got spider webs on it. So I move the spider webs, and I fucking grab the box, and I back up, and I as soon as I turn around, I feel it start running up my arm.
Oh.
Dude, and they have the little fucking spikes on the back of their legs, and you can feel them when they're running. So I turned, and I said, "Oh, shit, there's a spider on me." And my grandma, "Ven pa' acá, cabrón, a ver. So I go out there, "Oh, no, es una cucaracha." And she hit me with the broom, trying to hit the spider, and the shit went up my sleeve, bro. Bro, I fucking dropped the box, pulled that shirt off, threw it on the ground, and started stomping all over that shit. I had to go take a shower. I wouldn't come out the house. No, I'm good, dude. Nope, not me. I fucking hate those things, bro, with a passion.
I remember one time in high school, sleeping, and I felt something like crawling on me, and I kind of just grabbed it and threw it, and I just went back to sleep, not thinking about it. And the next morning when I woke up, it was a big ass roach. I had squeezed it so hard, and when I threw it, that I killed it, and it just landed on the carpet right next to me. I was like, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, that's fucking hate that shit. Well, I bring it up because, I'll never fucking visit Australia.
Hell no.
Not for a lack of money or because it's a beautiful place. I'd love to go. But knowing that everything there wants to fucking kill you, I'm good, right? Well, it's been like a massive dry season, right? And all of a sudden, there's like this massive rainstorm.
Oh, yeah. Nope. Mm-mm. If I saw a fucking spider come fucking falling out of the sky, I'd kill myself.
No, dude.
Spiders came around falling
No.
out of the sky?
There's so much water on the ground that they can't hide in the ground, so they're floating on top of the water, and they'll float to the houses, and they're all crawling up trying to get inside the house to get away from all the fucking... Didn't you see the shit I sent you? I'll make sure I don't drop my phone this time. Let me see. Hold on. I sent you...
Fuck that.
Where the hell is it? Right here, look. I'm going to show you. You guys can go to The Guardian, and it'll show you pictures of it. Look at, you see all that brown shit on top of the water, Tony? Those are all spiders, bro.
I don't even see the water.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not even looking at the screen and my skin's crawling.
You want to see it?
No.
Yeah, they bother you that much, huh?
Me saying that does not warrant, oh, here, look.
Wow.
Let me take a gander at that. That's crazy, right? So look,
it literally looks like the desert, like with just white and dark sand. But when you zoom in,
all spiders.
wow!
And they're not all just the same kind of spiders. They're all different kinds of spiders. No fucking camel spiders. Fucking.
Those are the worst.
Oh,
wow! That's a trip.
Fuck that.
But that can happen here.
I got a flamethrower. I give a fuck. I'll be standing there torching shit like fucking what's his name on Arachnophobia, that movie?
Yeah.
Daniels?
Was it Jeff Daniels that was doing it, or
No, it was Jeff
John Goodman?
John Goodman. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Fuck that shit, bro. Nope. No, like spiders don't bother me if it's 1-on-1. You know what I mean? Maybe 2. The ones I don't like to fuck with are the sun spiders, dude, or vinegaroons. You know what those are, right? They have that. Their butts are about that big, and they're like a dark brown, and the rest of them's like a cream color, yellow cream color. And well, what they do is like when they see you, they rear up, and you could see them kind of like their claws and their fangs and shit. They don't have fangs, or anyways, I don't know what the fuck they have because I don't stick around. So they fucking rear up and then they'll charge at you. Do they fucking come at you? And if they bite you, that's why they call them vinegarins. You taste vinegar for like 3-4 days or some shit.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. But have you the brown recluse? Apparently they're out here now. You know what those do, right?
No.
This they bite you and they it's kind of like a rattlesnake bite. It inflames like I had a buddy that he put pictures online. He had put on a T-shirt and there was one in it, and it bit him, and his arm swole up so much he had to go to the hospital and have it cut open so that it wouldn't explode open.
Damn.
Like it and people lose their muscle and all that shit from it because the venom is so toxic. That's crazy.
Dude.
A little spider, like maybe the size of a quarter, a dime, maybe.
So, this might be a dumb question, but if you saw a movie with spiders, would that freak you out?
I will not watch Arachnophobia. I can't watch the second Harry Potter movie. I can't watch I can watch the beginning of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man because that's one spider. That's fine. But the one with Andrew Garfield where he's fucking surrounded by them, I can't watch that one.
Really?
I can't.
Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Like, I haven't even looked at a spider yet in this whole conversation.
And the skin's
and my
crawling.
skin's fucking crawling.
So that picture I just saw, you didn't even bother to look at it?
Fuck no.
And what's crazy is those spiders are doing exactly what ants do in water, where they come together and they kind of form this almost like a boat. What was that?
Like an island.
Yeah. And then they just float to where they got to go. That's crazy to me. Fucking ants are crazy, dude. They're dope. They can live underwater for like 30 days, they said.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, because they hang together and they fucking float up and float out, and then they kind of stay on top of the water until it dissipates, and then they go back down under.
Did I ever tell you what the first time I got bit by a red ant?
Mm-mm.
It was my first day of school in California, 3rd grade. And in New York, we don't have red ants. It's just black ants. They're regular, they don't bite or anything.
Okay.
It's just ants. So first day of school, dude, I had the polyester pants. I had the button-down shirt, the patent leather shoes. It was pretty much my Catholic school uniform because it still fit.
Right.
And they were probably bell-bottoms because it was like a hot day.
How old are you in the 3rd grade?
You figure you graduate when you're about 18. That's 12th grade. So 9 years before that. 10?
Yeah, about there. So did you have the big butterfly collars, or were they small?
Of course.
And did you open it down to your chest and have a medalla? Cause
No.
So you didn't wear it like a Puerto Rican then. Okay.
I was on the playground and had no friends because I didn't know anybody. It was hot.
Fucking feet are burning.
Yeah, exactly. At the tops of my feet are burning. And the playground is sand, like where the swings are and everything. And I just remember getting this sharp pain right above my knee. And I'm talking, oh my God, never felt like this before. And so this is the reason why I say I think I had bell bottoms, was because I was able to lift my pant leg all the way up past my knee. And it was a red ant. Like, he was like still stuck to me because he was biting me.
Oh, shit.
And I don't even know if I've seen one at this point. And, dude, I started getting lightheaded. I had to sit down. I didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, fuck California.
I'm getting bit by
It's hot. I don't know nobody. And this thing's got a hold of me.
That's got to be the worst, though, dude. Like, because, New York gets hot, right? But not like here.
Not like here, no.
Well, and then back then when you moved out here, there weren't as many fucking golf courses, so it wasn't as humid back then. Because I remember being a kid, it was just hot.
Yeah.
Like searing hot. You remember, like, you couldn't touch metal? And all the goddamn slides were metal. Yeah. And not just metal, they weren't painted anymore because all the kids that have slid down them, it was shiny like it was a fucking mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember getting burnt on all that shit. Or you'd get cut because somebody would, I don't know, shimmy up a piece of it and leave it out, and you'd cut your fingers or some shit.
You ever play tetherball when you're in?
Oh, I fucking love tetherball.
I could never understand that game.
Really? My dad made one in my backyard. Like, I had one in my backyard.
I made one for the kids, too, when I was growing up, but I could never... You're just trying to wrap that rope around the pole, right?
Yeah, whoever gets it the most spins on the pole in that direction,
right?
Like clockwise.
But like when you stick your arm out and you try to catch it and wrap around your arm, I never understood that game.
Yeah, because shit hurts. That's why. You trying to catch it, you trying to stop him. That's how you win. You know what I mean? You got to get that ball.
I never understood tetherball.
You know what? Tetherball is basketball for lonely kids or volleyball for lonely kids.
Wow.
It was meant
how well that works.
It was meant as a one-man sport, but they, we get two lonely ass kids to get together and play. Maybe they'll form friends and they'll leave it for the next lonely kid to come around and. Fuck yeah, dude! We used to do that all the time. And remember dodgeball back in school because they had the big handball courts.
Yep.
Remember those? Oh man,
those are the good old days.
Hell yeah! Did they still play dodgeball in school when you were there?
Yeah.
Wonder when they stopped doing. I wonder if they still play it.
We played dodgeball in middle school for PE.
I remember.
Yeah.
Especially when it rained. Everybody loved it when it rained.
Dude.
You go inside the gym or cafeteria.
That fucking gym teacher that I had did not give a shit if it rained.
You watch that movie Dodgeball?
Yes.
Dude, that's funny.
Hell yeah, it is.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
And for whatever reason, I remember it would pop up on my YouTube. Stuff like that, like actual dodgeball tournaments. Dude, those things are the best.
Fuck yeah, dude. When you hear, somebody's bell's getting rung.
Dude, it's fun watching those things sometimes.
Hell yeah. Well, it makes and it always, always getting chosen last or whatever, and be like, damn. You get chose last and you're the first one out. Everybody want to go after you, or they save you till the last because they know it's easy to get you out. You know what I mean? Or they think it is or whatever. Fuckers, fuck all you guys. Look at me now. No, don't look at me. Yeah, dude. All that. Did you watch the new Justice League?
Yeah,
the whole 4 hours.
We did it my son and I did it in 2 sittings.
Wow.
We watched the first hour, the first day, and then the 3 hours the following day.
Okay.
And when we watched the first hour, like, he had homework and stuff to do, and so it got to a point where we could like take a break,
right?
And like in between scenes, and I said, "You want to stop it now?" Because what happened is when we first started it, I said we have to at least watch it till, let's say 2:30, because it was 1:30 now.
Okay.
I said we got to at least knock out an hour. So when it hit 2:30, I was waiting for a good opportunity to pause it to see if he wanted to take a break, which he did.
Right.
And he goes, "Yeah, we'll take a break. We'll watch the rest another time." And he goes, "How much did we watch?" Because it seemed like we were there for a while. And I was like, "We were only watching it for an hour." And he was like, "Really? An hour? That's it?" I was like, "Yeah." And it's not that hour was bad, but it wasn't great either.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The first hour of the movie that we watched, it wasn't disappointing, but it wasn't fantastic.
It wasn't spectacular to you?
It wasn't, yeah.
I don't know, dude. We sat down and, like, the first time I watched a movie, the first one of it, I don't know, about 25 minutes in.
Oh, yeah.
I was snoring.
Of this one?
No. Of the Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Version.
Of the first cut.
Yeah, it was bad.
And then this one, I was awake all 4 hours.
The whole time.
And
I was proud of
shit.
him for staying awake for more than an hour watching something, not just a Justice League movie.
Yeah, dude. But it was really good. I thought it was.
You really liked it that good?
Yeah,
that
dude.
much?
Like I told him when it was done, I said, that movie was fucking 4 hours, but I would sit down and watch it again.
I couldn't.
Like, I really, first of all, what was the guy's name that used to play Batman before?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, I think, was a fantastic Batman. I think he was really good. But I have to tell you, I think Ben Affleck knocked it out the park, dude. I think he plays and embodies what they created Batman to be, like, just kind of almost a soft-spoken, arrogant dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he really captured that really well.
And I turned him over saying that. He didn't believe me. I told him that Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. Christian Bale used to be, and then Ben Affleck came out, and I was, that's the best Batman. And he didn't believe it until this movie.
I was really shocked when he said, I thought you loved Christian Bale. I said, no, I did. He said, and then I saw Ben Affleck, and I'm like, where the fuck have you been? Like, all right, fair enough. And I sat back and I watched the movie for what it was, and he was much better. And I think in this darker version of their world, I think he's right for the role. And I'm going to tell you this. I was the first one to talk shit about Jared Leto.
Oh, yeah.
About being the Joker. But seeing him... Oh, spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a minute. If you don't want to hear, if you haven't seen it, you want to be surprised, skip over it for a couple minutes. His rendition of it, there at the end, again, for that dark era that they're in, I think he pulled it off. He did a really good job.
I did not like that last part.
No?
No, not at all.
I'm going to go as far as to say that they saved the Jared Leto Joker in that last scene. They saved him. Because they fucking ruined Joker with that.
In what was it? Was it
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I what didn't you like about that last clip?
I didn't like it because it was too much of a cliffhanger. If that makes any sense. Talking about Robin,
Martian Manhunter.
Oh, yeah.
That part.
No, the Jared Leto part.
Okay.
Martian Manhunter as well. How he popped up in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
Yeah.
And then he pops up at the end of the movie. Again, makes no sense.
Right.
But the end, the Jared Leto part of it, it was just... I think it should have just ended with the boat scene with Lex Luthor and Deadpool. Not Deadpool, Deadshot.
Deathstroke.
Because who's that new Superman?
Oh, it's the same way. It's an alternate universe.
You see what I'm saying? Now it's getting too complicated.
It's Darkseid Superman.
Yeah, no. I like my comics. I'm not trying to do no alternate universe, no timeline differential.
You're not doing superhero movies right.
No. I'm good.
Because even the other franchise is doing them right now. That's
They're
how they
about
ended.
to get even deeper into it with Doctor Strange.
But there, you could follow along with it. I feel.
I think here very soon they're going to screw it all the way up.
Really?
You're not going to be able to follow it.
Yeah.
With Doctor Strange, the new movie that's coming out, they're going to fuck it all the way up.
Yeah, because how many different alternate endings, and they all but one?
That's not exactly what I'm talking about. They're going to talk about that, though. They're coming out with a show called What If.
Okay.
For Marvel, where they talk about, well, what if they didn't do it that way in Endgame? And so that's going to be interesting. It's 14,605 different ways that fight ended, where they lost. But with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is the second Doctor Strange movie that they're going to come out with, they're going to screw all time and space into a fucking
oblivion.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be hard to follow at some point, I guarantee you.
They're going to bring back Iron Man? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay.
If they did, it'd have to be somebody else, right? Because what's the name said he didn't want to do it anymore. Well, who do you bring back to play the part?
Right.
No, I mean, like, really, like, who would you bring back to play the part?
Nobody.
Who could pick that up?
No.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But back to Batman, I didn't like the ending. Deathstroke is now fighting with Batman. When the scene
That's an alternate universe.
I'm not.
The universe where everything is sandy is where Lois Lane died. So Superman doesn't come back the way that he did in Justice League. He comes back as a villain.
How do you know all this?
They fucking talk about it.
That's what all that last part of the movie was.
But how do you know it's an alternate universe?
Because that didn't happen in the regular Justice League. Because Amy Adams, Lois Lane, comes out and calms Clark down.
Right.
And brings him back to who he was. In an alternate universe where Lois Lane dies, they don't bring Superman back like that, and he fucking...
Okay, well...
I think he's confused about where did they begin talking about alternate universes that...
Or how are we so sure that it's an alternate universe where... Why couldn't it be 5 years in the future?
Not to be a dick, but I think they would have put 5 years in the future.
Yeah.
Just so that nobody would say, hey, when is this? You know what I mean?
But I could say the same about alternate universe.
You're absolutely right. But I think that's why they explained it and why they talked as long as they did at the end about it.
Because I don't think if Lois Lane had died after Superman came back to life, that he'd go off the rails like that.
Yeah.
I think because of how volatile he was without Lois Lane there when he came back and how calm he was when she was there, it would have created an alternate universe like that.
Because you got to remember when Cyborg, what's his name?
Yeah.
When Cyborg was computing and holding on to the blocks, right, to split them, he saw all of that death and all of those different things. And that's why he was yelling at Flash not to do it.
Right.
And so as soon as he touched it, all those different parallels went into existence.
This is what I'm talking about.
It's too much to handle.
Yeah, it's not that it's too much to handle. It's
too far-fetched.
Yeah, I'm not trying. Hey, man, just go after the Joker. Go after the Penguin. Come on, let's keep it real. Let's keep it simple. Kiss.
That was the old Batman. This is a whole different universe.
You got to remember that the comics did this shit too.
Yeah, that's where that Jared Leto style Joker came from. It's the darker version of fucking Gotham City that
Christian Bale's Trinity was great.
Then go watch that one.
Woo!
Walking Dead still sucks. Anyways,
it's still fucking awesome.
We'll see. We got 2 more episodes. See how it ends. But we only got
I'm
one.
really only looking forward to one episode.
I know.
And it's the fucking last one, naturally. So.
And they're going to leave us. You talk about a cliffhanger. They're going to leave us fucked for months.
That one's not going to be a cliffhanger.
You don't think so?
No, it's just his origin story.
We'll see.
And I think I know how it's going to end, which is going to suck, but whatever.
His wife dying?
Well, I know that's how it ends.
Right.
Do you want me to tell you how I think it's going to end?
Yeah, why not?
I think it's going to end with him burying Lucille and leaving. Burying the bat.
In the real timeline.
Yeah.
In real time, okay. Who you think? So he's not going to be on the last season?
He might show up in passing or, once or twice, but because that's how it works in the comics is he leaves and never comes back. Carl goes and visits his house in the last issue once, and he's not there. So, which sucks.
Yeah, but how do you follow that? Because Carl's already dead.
Exactly.
Carl!
Well, with Judith.
Yeah, you're right.
Or RJ.
Yeah, well, no, not RJ. It'd be Judith because they built that.
Yeah.
Who's
RJ?
Rick's second child with Michonne. First child with Michonne, but second child in general.
Well,
his third child.
Yeah. No, his first child.
Yeah.
No, it would be his second kid because he's got Carl.
Yeah. So Carl and then
Carl.
Yeah, Carl, which was his oldest son.
Right.
And then Judith, which could be his best friend's son or daughter.
Which I think people have forgotten about.
Right,
Because of the fact that she wears the hat and has the gun.
Right, because
Oh, she's already old like that?
She's like
9
or 8, yeah.
Oh, really?
9,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There was a big time jump. Beginning of 10.
Beginning of 9.
There's a big time jump to where she.
We're at the end of 9 because that's where the Pike scene happened.
Okay, yeah. So there was a big time jump, and she came back all grown up. The little girl's badass though, dude. She plays she's
Really?
really good. Yeah, really good actress. Really good actress. And the little kid they brought back to be Glenn's son. Dead on, bro. Dead on, Glenn.
Oh, the Asian dude?
Yeah. The dude where his eye popped out with a bat. Pow. That was a
Well,
great.
okay, but who's RJ?
That's Rick's kid with
Rick,
Michonne.
yeah, that's the third son or the third child
Of his.
of his.
Yeah.
The first two were with
The Black Samurai.
Yeah,
Oh, they had a kid?
yeah. They was out knocking boots in the van out in the cut.
The cut.
out in the forest doing foresty things. Yeah, I was never really into the comic thing either, but that movie was really good.
I mean,
I thought-
I liked it because it was better than that other one.
Yes, I thought, why didn't they show that movie to fucking begin with? That was much better.
Well, it wasn't finished.
They should have fucking waited. That movie was much better, even at
Zack
4 hours.
Snyder is so fucking proud of himself,
Right?
which fuck credit to him, but still. Joss Whedon will never be able to fucking direct another superhero movie.
Yeah, no,
They will never let him.
Nobody will watch it.
Yeah.
They'll bury it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. So, did you not watch the other one that came out this weekend?
The Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Right.
No.
No, we haven't seen those yet.
Yeah.
You watch them?
I didn't realize it was a series.
I didn't either.
I thought it was going to be a movie.
So did I. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I found out, you know how you said, oh, I got HBO Max through whatever. My dumb ass, I didn't know it was a fucking app. I called Spectrum and I was like, hey, where's my HBO Max? And they said, oh, well, do you have HBO now? I said, yeah, I got like fucking 6 regular, 2 in Spanish,
Yeah.
HBO Kids, but I ain't got no HBO Max. Great. So what you need to do is download the app, dumbass, and then put that you have Spectrum cable, and it'll send you a code to your phone, and then you get all set up and
Right.
you're good to go. Thank you. That was the first time I felt my age. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, when I didn't know how to do it on my TV, download the app,
Right?
because when we got it, it had whatever we needed already on there: the Netflix, the Hulu, the Amazon.
Right?
There was no HBO Max, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know how to do it. I had my daughter do it. I was like, I don't figure it out, and we need to watch because I need to watch whatever it is I'm going to watch.
She said, let me know when it's
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I get like that every once in a while, too. I'm just like, I don't have the patience for this bullshit here. Figure it out. Make it happen. Let me know when it's done.
So then within seconds it's finished, he's, oh.
Yeah, and then I'm like, fuck, I could
didn't need you.
have done that. But I didn't.
But yeah, I didn't know it was. But that Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
is it just a one season series thing?
I don't know. I hope not, because it already has pretty good promise. So,
But you didn't bother to watch it.
yeah, but I've heard about it.
Well, that's because we were busy watching the other one.
They was so picking good.
Yeah. I mean, that took 4 hours, dude. Like, you can only sit for 4 hours to watch
Yeah.
one movie. once in your life, maybe. Like, dude, what was the longest Pirates? 3 hours?
Yeah, and that was the third one.
And that movie, I was like, ooh, I don't know. Didn't bother me once watching this movie.
You know, I remember when I was younger, somebody told me this that was older. when movies started getting like longer, hour and a half, 2 hours, he was like, man, I wish it was only like an hour and a half. I can't spend 2 hours watching a movie. And I used to think, man, the longer the better.
Yeah.
Now I'm the same way. I'm like, hour and a half, cool. 2 hours, man, you're pushing it.
Man, if it takes you more than 2 hours to tell a story, you're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? That was my mentality too. But then they did that with Harry Potter with the 8th book because it was such a big book that they split it up into 2 movies. And even that, I was like, I don't know. Because the first one, I think, ended off weak, right? 8 part 1 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Ended kind of weak.
No, 7 part 1.
7 part 1 ended kind of, and then they did the last one. I was like, all right. But like this one, I wouldn't have. I'm glad that they did it all 4 hours instead of trying to cut it. It was really good. So if you haven't seen it, Josh Snyder's cut, right?
Zack Snyder,
yeah.
What was the point of it not being in full widescreen?
I don't know. You know what? I saw that there was an article about it. I just didn't have time to read it. And when I went back to go find it,
it was gone.
It was gone. So I don't know. That had something to do with.
Well, it was his. I heard that it was his vision, but I don't get what's the big deal.
It was his vision.
Oh, because he didn't want to do it widescreen. I don't know.
Well, I mean, what benefit are you getting when it's not widescreen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you watch the movie?
I didn't read the article.
Did you like it?
It was all right.
Doesn't matter.
I would have liked it a lot more if it was my whole screen was taken up.
Have you
You probably wouldn't have. You probably wouldn't have missed anything else.
As if you had a man-sized TV, it wouldn't have mattered that much.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around. You didn't want to.
I did like the Flash in the movie. He was funny.
Yeah. Do you watch the TV show Flash?
Off and on, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't started this season's yet.
He's pretty good, and I'm glad that I watched it because I understood. It helped me understand some of the shit that was going on in the movie. You know what I mean?
No.
Fucking Tony.
Like him running and being able to run faster than
Turn back time.
Yeah, turn back time. Like that was crazy. That was a good scene.
Yeah, I didn't like that scene either.
What?
No, I said
part
I
of the
liked
movie
that
did
scene.
You like?
I
Did
didn't
you
like
like
it.
when the movie ended?
I didn't like that whole scene. I even had to ask my son. I don't understand what's going on right now.
Dude, I could not watch these movies with you.
You couldn't see the buildings behind him going. Oh, that's right. You got a small TV. No, I'm just kidding.
You couldn't see the street slow like behind him coming back together.
Yeah, and the people, Superman included, like coming back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Because he was turning back time.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Time after time.
I didn't like it. Didn't make sense.
It
How
made
does it
complete
not-
sense.
It was dumb. You know what? No, I didn't like the movie.
Okay.
Fuck it, I said it.
Apparently, fuck.
I was entertained, but it wasn't a great movie.
I think you're.
No,
Did you like the first one?
no, that was horrible because the first one was just all over the place. You didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, like it didn't. Like
Yeah.
this filled all the gaps
Exactly.
for it. So how did you not like it? Shut up. Don't even answer. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it was too complicated.
The first one's not complicated enough. The second one's too complicated. Let's make a Tony Pacheco cut.
Right? Jesus, Tony.
The Tony Pacheco cut would just be credits. He wouldn't want there to be a fucking movie to watch.
Yeah, right? Not even that. Jesus, Tony.
You know what? Just like I said, man, I'm good with Joker, Penguin, Lex Luthor, or whomever else you want to, and that's it. Yeah. Have them do something bad. Have Batman or Superman clean it up.
So
Movie ends.
Danny DeVito played an iconic Penguin.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So would it be fucked up to say that I don't know what's his last name, Dinklage?
Oh, Peter Dinklage?
Were to play the new Penguin? I don't think he could pull it off. I think
Did you
his
ask
face is too big.
Will you fucked up?
Yeah,
Why?
because he's a midget.
Little person.
But why would that be? I don't know. I'm not getting it.
Huh?
I'm not getting it.
Well, like that'd be the same as calling. Hey, would you mind? We're fucking redoing Charlie and the Factory. You want to play Oompa Loompa?
What kind of factory is it?
Well, no,
chocolate.
because No, Peter Dinklage is above that, being an Oompa Loompa. But he's not above being
do you
Penguin.
mean in height or just morally?
Yeah. But you think that Penguin is right up his alley?
I'm not saying it's up his alley, but I don't see a problem with it. It actually might be pretty good.
I don't buy it. I wouldn't buy Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Dude, remember that movie I told you about? Sometimes I Care or something like that?
Yeah. I really do care.
Yeah, I really do care. He was in that movie as a gangster, as a head, as the boss.
I could see that.
And he played it perfectly. People were scared of him.
Well, it's because he's little.
He was great.
All kinds of people are scared of little people.
It's because of the way his elbows bend.
Fuck, I can't even think now. I think his face is too white. Like, they have that proportion problem where their head's really big and their body's small,
right.
or their body's like fucking weightlifter and they have a really small head. Just
So
his
I can't
proportions
say
are off.
anything about the way that their elbows work, but he can say that shit.
So it would have to be another small person, or they would have to get
be
another
a small person.
Well, because the Penguin in the TV show back in the day where they would put wham, pow on the screen.
And those were great.
Those were really good. Yeah.
Love those. That's my childhood right there.
Yeah. It was a regular sized dude, right? And he just had the little monocle and a pointy nose.
He was a short guy, but no, he was
You
regular.
could have somebody hunched over like Danny DeVito was.
You know who would be a good Penguin? Is Will and Grace. Remember that show, Will and Grace?
Yeah.
The second guy, what's his name?
The Friend?
Yes.
He would make a good Penguin?
I think so.
I mean, if anything, he'd make a good Joker.
No, fuck no.
Riddler?
Riddler, maybe, but I think he could pull off the Joker.
Really?
Or I think the Penguin, yeah.
You know who I always thought would make a good Batman?
Who?
Because of his jawline?
Benicio del Toro.
No.
Get
Dolph
the fuck out.
Lundgren?
The dude from Rocky 4?
Yeah, dude. Think about it.
He'd make a good Mr.
Willem
Freeze.
Dafoe could be a good Penguin. He seems like that kind of crazy. And he's kind of got the voice that Danny DeVito was doing in his Penguin. He could just do it up.
They would have to really, like, hey, dude, you got to change your inflection on the way you do shit, because we can't have you sounding like you playing that guy. You'd have to change it up.
Plus, he's already played Green Goblin.
Yeah. And he played
Oh, yeah, Aquaman.
Aquaman's handler.
Yeah.
So he's been in too many of those shits already.
Yeah.
Who else could play fucking Penguin? Anybody?
Seth Rogen?
Seth Green.
No.
The short dude?
The dude from
Seth
Austin
Green
Powers.
might be able to do a Riddler. If that.
No, you know who would play a good Riddler is the guy that used to date Drew Barrymore.
Tom Green?
No. Oh God, what's his name? He always plays like Paul Rudd parts, just down and out. Fucking, hold on. I can't even think of a fucking movie that he was in. Hold on, I'll find it right now.
And he dated Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know who dated who.
Oh, he came out in that. He came out in that fucking movie with son of a bitch. Here it is, right here. Hold on.
Son of a bitch.
That guy.
Oh, he's in those like AT&T commercials.
Is he?
Is that Mischief?
He was in Dodgeball too.
He was in Dodgeball.
Oh, yeah.
What did I say he would be good as?
I don't know.
Penguin?
but
You
I don't
said
think
Penguin.
He would
I
be.
think Riddler.
I don't think he'd be good at all.
No?
No. Not high profile enough.
Oh.
I think he's more hard. I think he's
High profile.
I think he's higher profile than you give him credit for.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What about Daniel Radcliffe? What about fucking Harry Potter playing the Penguin?
He might.
He played a great fucking walrus.
Walrus?
You've never seen that movie?
No.
It's called Tusk.
Uh-uh.
I don't even remember what the fuck happened, but somehow he did somebody dirty and he ended up in somebody's fucking basement and they're slowly turning him into a walrus. It's a fucking weird movie, but it's good, dude. You need to check it out.
You know, one thing I did like, though, I did like how for a time period that they were always switching Batmans every time a new Batman would come in. A new Batman movie would come out.
Michael Keaton,
Michael
George
Keaton,
Clooney,
yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. They would always switch it up.
Adam West.
Adam West was the original, right?
Yeah.
And then you had...
Was it Keaton first, or...
Yeah, Michael Keaton was the first one.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
And then George Clooney.
I didn't like George Clooney as Batman.
That was pretty good.
Nah. I didn't buy it.
Val Kilmer.
I didn't buy Val Kilmer either. I didn't like that.
Thought it was all right.
And then it was Christian Bale that came out, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Right after that, and then Christian Bale held it down for...
Those 3 movies.
Yep.
See, Mark Hamill, because he played a good Joker in the animated stuff and the games.
Oh, yeah.
He could probably do a decent Penguin. Maybe not in the looks.
Luke
but-
Skywalker?
Yeah.
You might be right.
He played. Go look him up as Joker in the games or the animated series. It's pretty good. So he might be able to play
Like just
a
his
Penguin,
voiceover stuff, you
Just the
mean?
voice, yeah.
Because there's nobody that has kind of like Danny DeVito's stature.
Fuck it. Why not just make Danny DeVito do it again?
You could. Because I didn't like... Okay, so I get the whole... I just didn't like the whole him living in the sewers eating fucking raw fish and his hands were really like...
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that's not how that's not the Joker that we grew up... Or the Penguin we grew up with. It was just a guy in a black and white suit.
With the top hat and the monocle and...
Right. Yeah, they need to get back to that one. You know what I mean?
Out of the side of his mouth.
And you know who would play that really well? Is the fucking guy that played Moriarty in
Played who?
Played Moriarty?
Moriarty in Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
The Robert Downey Jr. one?
Yes.
Who was that? Was that the guy with the slicked back hair?
He's
Came back from the dead?
No. It was the other white guy. Hold on.
Oh,
I know that.
That was Lockhart in the first one, right?
Yes. Let's see here.
Something like that.
Jude Law?
No, that's Watson.
The Game of Shadows, right?
He could do a... Jude Law could do a Riddler.
Yeah.
He seems like he could fit that kind of profile.
And before, I just remembered something we were talking about the last episode you couldn't remember. Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar, that guy right there.
Oh, I know who that is. He might, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
No? Dude's been in a shit ton of movies, dude.
Tim Roth.
Tim Roth could do that, dude. I think he'd be... You're absolutely right. I think he'd be excellent. You know who Tim Roth is?
Mm-hmm.
What about him being Penguin?
Because I think he could pull off that crazy but put together in a suit kind of character like that.
Yes, I think you're right. What do you think about them bringing back Tom and Jerry and making a full-blown movie of it now?
Is that a thing that's happening, or...
Isn't the movie already out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No. I mean, it's for kids. There's always going to be room for a movie like that. I remember when Garfield came out. There's always going to be room for a movie.
Yeah, but that's like one of the worst, like... They're always beating the shit out of each other. And then there was that one racist one with Jerry where he comes out of the hole dressed like Aunt Jemima and blackface. Like, there's just so, like... It was just, like, it just seems so, like, if we were kids, right? If we were still kids and the movie came out, like, 3 years later, 5 years later, like, we were 10 and we're like, oh, shit, it's going to be a Tom and Jerry movie. That's cool.
But I think it's also parents are now familiar with Tom and or because they're older because they grew up on not grew up, but everybody knows Tom and Jerry. It's something you can take your kids to watch, and you'll be interested because you have a little bit of vested interest in it.
Like all these fucking Karens and all these people that are, oh, violence, oh, blah. They're gonna take their kids to go see a fucking Tom and Jerry movie and be okay with them beating the shit out of each other for an hour and a half.
Yeah, yeah. Again, because they also grew up on that, so they're familiar with it already.
You think so?
I think that's the sales tactic of it. Yeah.
You might be right.
You know, because I don't want to go watch something that I don't know, you know, what cartoon this is, but if it's something that I grew up with, and I could take the kids, and we could have something in common.
Right.
That's why.
All right. I don't know. Then they're talking about The Last Airbender, too. They're doing more. They're talking about... Did you ever watch one of those?
No.
Come on, man. Everybody told you already, dog. You said if they all told you, you'd watch at least one.
That is true.
Handle your business.
If and when I have time, I'll watch one.
All right. Handle your business.
That's a big if, though.
Okay. No, you need to handle your business. Watch it. You'll like it.
No.
But make sure when you watch it that you got time to watch another one because you're going to watch another one.
I don't see myself doing that.
I don't see him doing it either.
Yeah,
As much as I want him to.
Yeah. They're actually... They created their own, like, section of... who's it under? Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Nickelodeon Studios actually made Avatar Studios, so they have their own
thing.
Yeah, they're going to create their own series, like spin-off series for everybody, and create another series of Avatar movies. It's going to be dope, and a full animated in theater action movie.
Not interested.
We're going to take your ass to go see it.
We will be going to watch it.
Not interested.
With or with fucking out you.
No, we'll take him.
Not interested.
I don't want to take him.
We'll buy you your hot dog and some
he's
popcorn.
Gonna fucking destroy.
I'm gonna throw shit at the screen.
Do you talk during movies?
No,
Fucking liar.
I don't. I mean, unless I'm telling my old lady something.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever talk?
No.
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 I see you as a talker at a movie.
Oh yeah.
You mean like actually
Especially
talking
if
out loud? Maybe at the no. That's
Yeah.
not me.
No. Not ever. Not one movie ever made you do that.
I laugh out loud, maybe, but I don't think I've ever spoken.
But you laugh pretty. You laugh pretty loud.
Well, when something's really funny, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I could definitely see him talking during a movie though.
Yeah.
If he gets excited enough, which nothing ever will, but
Do you go to church, Tony? I know we talked about religion before, but I don't think I ever asked you straight out, like, if you go.
I haven't gone in years. No.
No?
No.
Where were you? Were you going there in Palm Springs?
Yeah, St. Teresa. I got married there.
Oh, really?
My kids got baptized there.
Okay.
Did their first communions and confirmations.
Bro, they start their shit early. I drove by. I had to pick up my sister up from the hospital, and I drove, or I was taking her, one of the two. 6:30 in the morning, dude. The pastor was standing outside shaking hands with one of the guys at the door, and I'm like, holy shit, you guys started early.
Yep.
Excuse the language, but I was just like, it surprised me. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Did I tell you when I'm godfather to Louise's oldest son?
Okay.
And he missed a lot of the classes. Because when you're doing your confirmation, you got to take these classes.
Right.
And I forgot the reason why. Maybe he was aging out and he had to do it because he's already getting too old.
Right.
So Luis went and to find out what can be done. You know, I need my son. He needed 2 years, but he only had 1 year.
Okay.
And so they had him do something. I don't remember what it was. But I had to go to classes because I'm the godfather. Now I got to go to classes.
Right.
And the only availability was Spanish. So, dog, once a week, I'm in this class. I'm lucky because Big Luke came with me.
Oh, okay.
So if it got bad to where I needed to know something, he'd be like, "Oh, this is what they're saying." Because I can get the gist of it,
Right.
but when they're going into detail about things, I'm at a loss because it's hard for me to follow. But dude, I'm over here taking these Spanish courses. Yeah,
That's you're a true friend, dog. That's some good shit right there. You know what I mean? Dude, I remember, so my dad was he was the religious head in the house, right? And we used to, we lived here across the street, so we would go from here to the church in Coachella, that's where he went. He'd always gone there. That was like the family church. Right there off of 52, 53.
okay.
And he would always go there, and I like to hang out. Hey, Dad, can I go? All right,
Really?
yeah, let's go. So I'd go, but he always went to Spanish mass. Now here's the funny part, because my dad, he spoke Spanish, but I never really heard him have like a full-on Spanish conversation with anybody. He was always like, I felt like it was always broken, like I speak it, right? But he would go to Spanish mass. And I remember that fucking church being so scary, dude. Like, Catholic churches are fucking scary.
Yeah.
You walk in, it's all fucking dark. Candles all over the place. You got these fucking scary pictures of people in pane glass. And you're like, what is going on? Like, am I going to die? Are they going to put me like in a glass? Like, you know what I mean? And I remember going, and he'd walk in, and he'd smack me and make me put my fingers in the water and do El Padre, el nombre del Espíritu Santo, amen. And, okay, so we walk in, we go sit down, and then, okay, well, you got to do it again, kneel down and do it again before you go in the thing. Kneel down and do that before you go into the little pew. So you sit down, and, okay, don't sit down, you got to pray. You got to pray before the pastor comes out. Be like, well, all right. So I'm just sitting there like looking around, you know what I mean, checking for the other girl, checking for girls all around, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden pastor comes out. Oh, everybody rise, blah, blah, blah. En el nombre del Padre, el Hijo, el Espíritu Santo, amen. And there you go again. Now you're sitting down, standing up, sit down, stand up, kneel, sit down, stand up, sit down, kneel. Like an hour and a half, dude. And it's all in fucking Spanish. So I didn't understand what was going on. I was just watching everybody else for their cues. And then you got to stand up and que el Padre está con usted. Oh, y usted también. And also with you. And I'd be like, just barely putting out your fingertips as a little kid, like, nah. Yeah, dude, that's Catholic Church was scary to me, dude.
Do you have any feelings towards Christian pastors that open up their own church, like in a strip mall? Do you feel that that's not a legitimate church?
No, I don't think it. I don't think it has anything to do with where you are. I think if the pastor is given the right message and he's doing it right, people will come. For me, it's when you walk in and he's up there at the pulpit and he's talking, and you feel like he's talking to you. You're where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, because those are more modern, if you will.
Right.
I mean, the Catholic Church is so old school.
Yeah, bro.
And the new modern Christian churches that, like I said, out of strip clubs, they kind of...
Strip malls, not strip clubs.
How do you fuck that one up?
Make sure you put it in my donation thong.
But yeah, I mean, they kind of speak to you a lot better because it's more real world.
Well, so Catholicism is taught out of the Old Testament, which is that's why you still do Lent. That's why you still do all these different sacrifices and shit, right? If you will, all the what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
All the traditional stuff that you do with a Catholic Church. And what it is they said that Christianity was born when God came and knocked down the curtain, and that's why the Christian church doesn't do where you go in and ask for forgiveness with the pastor or whatever and have to do all the Hail Marys. Confession. You don't have to do confession anymore because it's a one-on-one relationship with God, and it's done out of the New Testament. So all those traditions, all the giving up meat on Fridays and only fish and all that stuff is gone in Christianity. So it's a different style of, basically it's a new version of Catholicism.
When I was doing this, like going to classes and so forth, I really put all my effort into it.
Right.
And do you know how hard it is? It sounds easy, but I swear to God, it's kind of hard not to eat meat on Fridays.
Yeah, I never followed that.
Dude, it's tough.
I bet.
You can only have so many cheese pizzas. It's like you can only eat so many bowls of spaghetti with no meatballs.
Fish fillets from McDonald's?
I don't eat fish. I don't eat seafood. So
oh, you don't?
No.
At all?
At all. We talked about that.
That's right, we did.
Yeah, I don't.
How can you be from New York and don't they eat that shit a lot?
Yeah.
A lot of seafood?
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Being from New York, what part of New York has the best pizza? Do you remember? Like, you were from what part were you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
From the Bronx, okay. I don't know anything about, like, fucking what's next to the Bronx.
You know, what it is they're all pretty much almost
different boroughs, right?
Yeah, but all the pizza's kind of the same. It's not like here where your Shakey's is different from your upper crust.
Okay.
They're pretty much all the same.
So in New York, is it thin crust or is it thin so that you can fold it, right?
Correct.
Chicago's the one that's really fat and doughy, right?
Deep dish, yeah.
Have you ever been to Chicago? Have you ever tried?
No, but I might be going this summer.
So
I'll be trying it.
Yeah,
for sure.
You got to get back to us and let us know. Is it which one's better? Because I like the thin crust where you fold it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Good. Yeah.
That's man.
Well, I told you I went to that spot this last weekend in Santa Monica.
Oh, that's right.
And it was pretty close to New York.
Really?
And I also like the Sicilian pizza, which is the squares.
Oh yeah, that's good shit,
dude. And they did it right. They did that pretty good too.
Really?
Yeah.
They got to do it with real and good cheese on it because there's a place here just on the other side of the freeway by Burgers and Brews right there. It's called The Slice.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What? I feel like you're trying to draw a line in the sand between us, Tony. Not liking the movie. Now you don't like The Slice. What's going on, bro? Everything okay?
Well, I had The Slice once.
How did he hurt you?
I had The Slice once, and I didn't like it.
No?
No.
Oh, dude, I love that pizza. And they use real and good cheese, so it doesn't hurt me.
Is it thin crust that you can fold it? And
Yep.
When you fold it, it's still got to stay straight. That's the whole point.
Yes. It does it. It's good.
Really?
Yeah. And then they do these things there called pizza fries. Oh, my God, Tony. It's like having French fries, and then they scrape the top of the pizza off and so you got cheese and sauce and pepperoni on your French fries. Fucking
that
phenomenal.
Doesn't sound right.
Phenomenal, dude. Tastes so good.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, I'll take you there.
It didn't seem like that kind of a place to me.
What do you mean?
It kind of seemed like a upscale Italian restaurant.
Yeah,
pizza.
Well, I think it's kind of uppity because of where it's at. You know what I mean? The place is really nice, got a great ambiance. You know what I mean? But the pizza, I thought the pizza was phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah.
I should give it another try.
Now, but I will be honest, okay? When we first went, it was really, really good. The next time was really, really good. And then it's been kind of hit and miss because ever since you can't go in, you order it and it's really greasy.
Okay.
But other than that, when you're able to go, fucking phenomenal, dude. It's really good.
Yeah, maybe I got to try it again is all.
We even did their salad there. Their Caesar salad's good. Somebody did a pasta there that was really good.
Oh, yeah. I had a sandwich there. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty good, too.
There used to be a spot in Indio called Ciro's. And it was really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, I've heard of that.
They had some pretty good pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
You know who's not bad, dude? And I had it once not that long ago, and it's fuck. Now I'm not gonna remember what it is. It looks like he's got Zorro on it, on the. You know what I'm talking about? Because I saw it. Fucking your head just went like pow.
Romano's?
There's a place in Palm Springs called Bill's. They said it's pretty good.
Billy Q's?
No, it's
Zorro with a Z?
It looks like their mascot looks like Zorro, but I can't.
A pizza place with a mascot like that's Zorro?
It looked like Zorro.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Pizza place in Coachella.
Did you say Coachella?
Oh, I heard of a
Pizza Patron.
Yes. I heard of it on the radio.
It's really good, dude.
Really?
Yeah, but they make like kind of like California Pizza Kitchen where they make specialty pizzas.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No,
No.
They have one. This fucking guy's killing me.
You know what?
You just make you make a list of the shit you like. We'll talk about that next time.
It's funny because it's
It'll
like
be a lot shorter show that way.
dog. I can't tell you how many times I'm just give me a cheese slice. That's it. I don't want nothing on it, just cheese. Plain.
Do you like it better like that or
Sometimes, yeah.
really?
Yeah, when you start getting all crazy with the pineapple, and that's not for me. Cheese,
We didn't say anything
pepperoni
about pineapple.
I don't know. You said pineapple. My mouth watered. I ain't had pineapple in a long time.
on your pizza.
No, just
Oh, in general.
yeah, crack open a can of pineapple and enjoy it. You know.
El Patron got a mascot.
Yeah, it either looks like Zorro or one of the fucking Ninja Turtles. Watch that shit. Oh no, he definitely did. Or like the Tapatio guy on the left hand corner up here.
Okay.
Or he looks like what was the guy's name that used to walk around the donkey for the coffee place? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I don't even know what you're talking
The
about.
Cuban coffee. Oh, God. Or Colombian coffee. What the hell was his name? And he'd walk around with the donkey, and he'd walk into people's kitchens.
And then at the end of the commercial, like it'll be his face and a donkey on the little. Symbol.
Yeah. Like in a mountain, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, we are driving the long way to each topic tonight.
You know, what's this place? Pyology.
Oh, yeah, I've never been there. Is it good?
I still haven't been there.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's like fast food pizza.
Okay.
However, they got these chocolate chunk cookies. Pretty
Yeah.
close to my old ladies.
I was just about to ask you. I was just trying to dig you in. Are they better than your wife's? Or are
Not
they?
better, but they're pretty close.
Yeah? Oh, we're going to have to fucking go there.
And you know the good thing is that they got wings. It's actually a pretty good spot. It's like I said, it's fast food pizza.
Dog, have you ever tried a fucking air fryer?
No.
Dude, we just bought one. Dude, you need to get one. That shit is bomb.
My brother-in-law just bought one. He says it's really good.
Yeah.
But I don't trust it.
Why? It's just like a convection oven.
How does it make it crispy?
The air.
See,
The air gets really
oil
hot.
is what makes it crispy.
No, you can rub oil on it and make it even crispier. You just can't, you're just not going to soak it in oil. You just rub a little bit of oil on it. It rubs the lotion on its skin. And then you put it in there, dude, like fucking 13 minutes and your shit come out crispy, nice and delicious.
Really?
Yep. We made hash browns in there. We made
chicken strips.
chicken strips.
When you say you made chicken strips,
Well, like frozen ones, you throw them in there and you make them hot.
you throw it in there frozen?
Yeah. Yep. It's good, dude. And they come out nice and crispy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Throw some ranch on them sons of bitches.
Call it a day. Call me fool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, you should try it. Dude, I'm telling you. I wouldn't sell you a bill of goods. It wasn't good.
Again, my brother-in-law just bought it. He's telling me, he's like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Rob said it was good too, right? Didn't Rob say he had one?
Did he?
I want to say he did, but that's more. I think that's more Steve's speed than Rob's. But
I don't know.
huh?
I wouldn't mind giving it a try though.
And then you can do You can dry fruit in it too. So like if you're into like drying your fruit instead of buying a dehydrator, you can just do it in that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Too much fucking work for dry fruit, right?
I mean, why? So you can snack on dry fruit?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Have you never had like dried mango or
No.
dried plantain?
No.
No. Peaches? Dried peaches? No.
No. I mean, what?
Well, your age, you probably have prunes, though, right?
What's the point of having dried fruit?
Well, so that you could take it like in a snack in the car and it's not dripping down your arm.
Huh.
Especially like you're in the truck, you're on the go all day, have a little bag of fucking...
That shit won't melt in the summer?
Everything fucking melts in the summer. It's a goddamn...
It does.
You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy out here. 120 degrees, nothing stands a chance. You know what I mean? You must carry a big ice chest during the summer, though, right?
I used to in my other truck.
When
Now I got a small little water container. I don't know if it's going to be enough in the summer.
Ooh-wee.
I don't know.
I got it as a ticket like that one time.
A ticket?
Huh? I got pulled over on the freeway, and the cop came up to my left window, and I said, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" I said, "Would you stand on that side? You make me nervous that close to the fucking traffic. At least if they hit the car, and not you. I don't want to fucking wash you off my face." You know what I mean? I didn't say that part to him, but he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So he walked around the other side, and he's talking to me and trying to give me shit about no front license plate in my windows or whatever. I say, "Hey, dude, let me ask you a question." So I've never asked a CHP officer, but I know you guys sometimes you're way out in the fucking between here and Blythe where there's fucking nothing. Do they provide you like ice chests or refrigerators in the back of your car? Or do you got to come with your own ice chest and be ready for the day? He said, "Yeah, we gotta bring our own shit and blah blah." Hey, dude, I got water in the ice chest right here. You want a water or something like a soda? And he was all like, "No, I'm all right, man." He's, I got my shit for today. I said, "All right." What were you saying? Oh, nothing, man. Just make sure you put that front license plate on, and
Oh, that was cool.
you should probably really take that tint off your window. But I get it. All right, cool, man. Thanks. Cool. Almost gone, killer. But I'm sure they don't get a lot of people that ask them about their shit like that. Like, but it was a real question. Like I had wanted to ask a CHP. I just
How many tickets would you say you've gotten in your lifetime so far?
So, after the age of 25, none.
Oh, okay.
But from the age of 17 to the age of 25, I probably amassed about 130.
Damn.
Yeah. Too low, no front license plate, too loud, tinted windows, no seatbelt.
Man.
A lot, dude. When I left California, I came back and I had failure to appear, failure to show, failure to pay, and all these different charges. And I had to go to court, so I went to court and I went in front of the judge. And I mean, you know what? I was just a young punk and didn't really get it and didn't care. And I kind of changed my ways. Things are going right. Just want to get it fixed and get going.
Man, if I were to say I've gotten 5 in my lifetime, I think I even might be saying too many.
Really? There used to be a CHP that waited in that dirt lot next to Circle K for me to leave to go to work. He pulled me over every morning. Every morning. Because my little yellow car was fucking loud, dude. Either the exhaust or the stereo. And he said, "Well, you should really fix that. Don't you think I can hear you?" I said, "I don't think it has anything to do with the stereo or the color of my car. I said, I think it has to do more with the color of me." Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, no, always the argument. All right, just give me the fucking ticket. I got to go. So I had a stack of them, dude. Stack.
Wow.
Yeah, when I came back and was talking to my parents, I said, I gotta go to fucking court and clear this shit up. Like, why? What is it? I said, well, I got a lot of fucking tickets from cruising and being downtown and all that bullshit. And so, all right, well, go to court and see how much it is. And So I don't know. I'm sitting on about $3,800 worth of fines right now, just on what I've been able to figure out. But I went, dude, at $300. All right, cool. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you for clearing it up. Stay on the straight and narrow. Blah blah. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm out. Went and paid it. Done. Went and got my driver's license back. I was good. Cool.
Lucky.
Fuck yeah, dude. Very lucky. Don't say that in front of Sebastian.
But whatever.
But now that we're talking about that, have you seen all the fucking news about all these? Because we talked about that kid in Miami the other day, right? Have you seen all the news about all the fucking spring breakers down there?
Dude, crazy.
Right?
And not only that, they're not only all spring breakers. They're saying it's just adults are going out there too.
Yeah, and
Like
they're
just to let off some steam.
and they're all no holes barred. Whatever the fuck they want to do, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And they have curfews at like 8 to get off the beach, and then 10 o'clock to be inside. Ain't nobody fucking listening.
Dude, I've seen pictures of the freeways like going into Miami, backed up for miles.
Really?
Miles.
Do you remember when spring break was dope down here?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I don't know how many gallons of gas I wasted those 2 weeks of spring break, because it was always one group came first and then the second wave.
Remember you and I were in your car? In your purple Monte Carlo?
Yeah. And I fucking gave it gas and fucking rah!
We were trying to talk to these girls next to us. They weren't, dude.
They weren't.
They were Barbies. They were white girls.
Yeah.
And here we are, two Spanish dudes in a purple Monte Carlo. And you even called them out on it too.
Did I?
They were not giving us any play at all. And you're like, what, is it my purple car?
I didn't give a fuck about nothing, dude. I'll
But
call
the
you.
worst part is, I mean, we had to be next to them for hours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it would like, if you knew how to, like, okay, so Indian was one direction and Palm Canyon's the other.
Yeah.
So once you come to the end of Palm Canyon and whip back around on Ramon Road, you get back on Indian and you're stuck, right?
Okay.
Or you dip down past Indian and go down the side road, go all the way back up to...
Dude, tram.
Yep. Well, not even to the tram. You'd get to where that Del Taco was and that
Carl's Jr.
liquor store right across the way, right? So you'd go past that up into the houses in the hills, and you just fucking zigzag your way back out, and you end up right there by where Izzy worked. You know, the haircut dude. You end up just on the other side of that transition right there.
Damn.
You'd have to know how to get through there, because but then the cops started getting wise to it, so because they were all complaining because all these guys are ripping through there all fucking fast and loud and shit, right? But fuck, dude, that was a lot of fun, dude.
Dude, spring break out here used to be no joke.
And then they rioted, all because the cops they didn't want the kids down here. Like, well, but I mean, the kids were running a fucking muck. And how many years in a row did we break the fucking Domino's pizza delivery fucking record for pizzas delivered in a week or whatever, in a day? That was in there. That's back when Annoyed the Void, or Avoid the Noid.
Yeah, the Noid.
30 minutes or less, baby.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, it was during one of those spring breaks that you ever see that movie Alpha Dog?
We just watched it the other night.
With Justin Timberlake, right? That movie was real. That happened here in Palm Springs, and it happened right around the time of those fucking spring breaks that we were enjoying.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Dude, how crazy. We just watched it Saturday night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good timing.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, they rioted. They were flipping fucking cars over. Like, we would park and stand there and just talk shit to everybody driving by. And everybody was fucking muscle nuts, and they all had those real puffy beach pants, and they would have their
tank tops.
Tank tops they were just real thin, and it wasn't even the girls that were like, it was the dudes that were, and they had their fucking their mullets all wavy and shit, and they all had motorcycles and
ninjas,
bad bitches on the back of them, all of them, and you'd wait for them to drive by, and we never did it, but dudes would reach out and smack them in the ass, and
Yeah, you never did.
hell no, I didn't. I was afraid to hurt my hand.
Those were the good old days.
Right? Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's when girls were wearing fucking. They would either wear Keds with the real puffy socks, or the Reeboks with the Velcro on the top, and Jordache. Shit, didn't get no better than that.
They were the high top Reeboks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they all had their ponytail out on the side with their fucking.
No, that's white girls. Stuff
when they had,
there.
well, who else was I looking at? What else was down there?
That's true.
And their crimped hair. Not even fucking curled. It was crimped. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I know that that's what they were doing to it. Whatever the fuck crimping means.
Yeah, I do remember. Take us hours to get down Palm Canyon, and then you rip it around to Indian, and you just gun it.
Yep.
Try to get back to the top, just so you could make it twice down Palm Canyon for the whole night.
Fuck, and then they started giving tickets for if they saw you more than twice or whatever it was, because they knew.
Thing?
Yeah, dude. And then if your music was too loud or whatever it was, they were pulling you over for noise pollution.
Dude, Palm Springs used
That's
to be
real.
crazy for
Dude, but
spring
like,
break.
it was like the sidewalks were so like, there was so many people like you couldn't fucking, because there was no shops like there are now. Like there weren't that many restaurants like there are now, and there was a lot of open ways into different like side alleys and shit, right?
Yep.
And even where the nightclubs were back there by New York Pizza and where Zelda's and shit was, where you go back and it's upstairs or whatever. All that shit was real, like, it wasn't as inundated with food places and bars as it is now. So a lot of people they were buying beer and putting it in an ice chest and hiding it in the bushes so they could drink, and then they would just go back to the bush and grab a new one, and people just walking by, and everybody was down there for the same reason. They were down there to look at all the people and to try to hook up. That was it. It was like a big fucking, I don't know, 2-block wide, 8-block dating scene. Probably the best way to fucking describe it. But it was, nowadays though, like the drugs that they're doing now as compared to what we had back then, it'd be a totally different scene, dude. Girls out there on fucking Molly and shit.
There'd be a lot more deaths out there.
Oh yeah, dude, out here with because they get all fucking hot and shit and dehydrate, and that's the fucking thing with Coachella too. These fuckers come out here and they, oh yeah, we'll go out there, we're gonna fucking pound all day long. Does anybody even say that anymore?
I don't know.
That's what we used to. Oh yeah, dude, hey, come on, let's go pound. We're gonna get beer and just fucking pound it down, bro. And these guys come out here to Coachella and they don't realize it's fucking 120.
Yeah.
And they want to get up and get here and start drinking right away. Be all, fuck, by 3 o'clock they're fucking throwing up, passed out in the field.
You ever been to Coachella?
No. You?
No.
I don't think I could go, Tony. I don't think I could handle the crowd.
Well, here's the thing: if my wife and I were to go now,
Yeah.
we would have to invest in the premium tickets,
Right.
where they got bathrooms, they got air conditioning. No, dude, I can't do general admission anymore. No, not
We know.
no.
Is that how you take flights too?
No, I couldn't do it. We'd have to get shade, a nice spot. I gotta have the elbow room. I couldn't do
Yeah.
general admission.
Yeah, I don't think I could be in a crowd full of, because I don't get like that anymore. I couldn't be around people that are like that. Like it would take the enjoyment out of the level that I'm at away. Watching people be so fucked up. You know what I mean? That makes sense?
Kind of, because when we go on that cruise,
Yeah.
we one day we're in Ensenada, so we go to the Papas and Beer,
Right?
and this last year, possibly the year before as well, the girls were getting, the single younger girls were getting crazy.
Nice.
But it was like, I'm not looking on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not looking to get in trouble.
You mean
Don't
you
you
were
love your
trying
wife?
not to? You were trying not to look.
And then my wife and some of the other girls are like, "Oh my God, does I can't believe her. What does her mother think she's doing out here right now?" You know,
Can't go to
they're
Coachella
being
with that
motherly.
mindset.
You know what I'm saying? They're being motherly. Oh, does she know what she's really doing right now? Is she too drunk? Should we say something? She doesn't look
Tony was like, "No, I got it.
Yeah. Let me handle it.
This is a dad issue, sweetheart. You enjoy yourself and try not to worry about that young lady. We'll make sure she gets back to her room. All right?
But dude, yeah, we party out there, kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's different though than being in a crowd.
Oh, yeah,
at
Coachella's
Coachella Fest.
crazy.
Like there's no fucking way I could do that. But
I couldn't do like a concert now. Again, general admission. It's
Like Skybox?
No, not a skybox, but I need a seat and a assigned seat. I need my seat. Let me sit down. I'm not trying to fight somebody for some elbow room. I just need, hey, I'm too old for this. That's for young people.
so if you went to a concert now, would you buy? And it was just you and your wife. Would you buy 3 or 4 seats?
No,
that way
just-
you have the seat next
no,
to you.
no, not at all.
Not that bad.
No, but it like I said, it would have to be assigned seats.
You know what's funny is you said, "Oh, is that how you fly too?" Dude, I've flown like maybe a handful of times, but I've flown first class once, and I'll be goddamned if I fly fucking coach again.
So the last time you flew was first class?
yeah, and I was like, "Yep, this is the way to fucking go." Like, you know, people talk, oh, like we talk about, oh, well, we got to go to fucking England and we got to go here and we're not going. We ain't going fucking first class, dude, because hey, I'm not gonna be sitting like, because I'm fat, dude. Like I'm gonna be sitting like this, all scrunched up. You know what I mean? For fucking 15 hours flying to. No, not gonna happen. Not me.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but you didn't pay for first class.
No, well, I paid for the upgrade. Because what happened was it was I think it was when my arm was still hurt and I had to go back to Tennessee. I think that was the last one I went to.
Florida, right? Oh no, Tennessee. You're right.
Yeah, so we had to go to Tennessee for our annual manager meeting, and so I was getting back on, and you know they get your seats, they pay for all your shit. So when I got to the airport, I was like, hey, what's an upgrade? How much can I get an upgrade? Can I first class or even the seat with the extra leg room or whatever? And she says, well, I'll tell you what. She said, pay for the seat with the extra leg room. It's like $25 more, and I'll put you in first class.
That's it?
Cool. Yeah, I got lucky.
You got real lucky.
So
Oh, did you now?
she put me in first class. Dude, you get to board first. You're drinking champagne while everybody's walking by. I was sitting there watching all my homies. Hello. Let me take a little sippy. Yeah, dude, I'll never fly regular again, dude. Like it was just like your seats are bigger. You know what I mean? You got plenty of fucking leg room. If you lay back, your face isn't, your back of your head's not in somebody's chest or lap. You know what I mean? Like that's not always a bad thing, but
You know, I remember the times when we would fly, like if we went back to New York, where sometimes there'd be empty seats where you could lay down.
yeah,
I mean, those days are gone. Those days are long gone. They've
Fuck
been
yeah.
gone for a while.
yeah, they cram everybody in.
Dude, when we went to Disney World in Florida, I forgot why I was in a mood. But my wife and kids, you know, it's like 3. It was where the aisle is in the center, so you got 3 on each side.
Right.
So my wife and kids.
Well, that's a
always
big
had-
ass plane.
My wife and kids they take up their own road because there's 3 right there.
Right.
So I'd be the one that had to sit next to strangers. I swear to God, dude, I'm sitting there, and I was a lot thinner at this point in time. I know what it was. I sat by this heavy dude, and our legs kept touching, and he was like real hot.
Oh,
And so he'd make me sweat, and we couldn't help it. But it's one of those things that the little divider, the little elbow rest.
yeah, don't help.
Yeah, and it's like that's your imaginary line all the way forward. So let's try it, you know. But no, his shit was all on my side, so that pissed me off. I was wearing, I think I was wearing pants, and he was probably wearing shorts. Or maybe we were both wearing shorts. And I just remembered the touching of them and stuff just pissed me off.
And that's part of the reason why I would probably do, or I would have to do first class again, because I wouldn't want to do that to somebody else right now. Like, I know that I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not single seat friendly right now, you know what I mean?
But the other thing is coming back. I swear to God, dude, the plane was filling up, and I was in the center. And plane was filling up, and I'm thinking to myself, I might get lucky here. I might not have anybody in my row. And I swear to God,
fucked yourself.
These two big old dudes, bigger than Ivan and Luis, they're walking up. I'm like, no, and they were like, oh, these are our seats. And I remember doing something to where my wife was like, oh shit, he's pissed, because I actually said, and they were like, oh, I'm sorry, man. They were both, dude. I'm like this between them the whole ride, and I was so pissed off. It was horrible.
How long is the flight from here to New York?
Going, I think it's 4 hours, and coming back it's like 5 to 6.
Oh, because you have a layover?
No, because you're going against wind.
Oh, okay.
So it actually takes you longer coming back.
Holy shit.
Fucking hated that flight. Oh my God. But, you know, going to Disney World, I got to shout out my old lady again. She hooked that up proper. We flew out there, and there was a hotel. How was it? Shoot, I don't remember. There was a hotel in the airport in Florida.
Really?
Or was it a layover spot? I don't even remember now. I can't even remember. We went somewhere where I'm gonna fuck up the story, so I'll just wait till next time. But she hooked it up. Probably it was so easy for us. And Disney does everything right.
Yeah.
Dude, Disney takes care of you proper.
Yeah, well, they know the money you're spending to
Dude,
fucking go out there.
We went on a Disney cruise. Oh, my God. Ever since then, if we go to Disneyland, I'm staying at the Disneyland Hotel. Because they do it right. They treat you good. Dude, it's great. Disney World, oh, it was fantastic.
That much better, huh?
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, I've never been to Disney World. We've done Disneyland a few different times, but that's on my bucket list. I'm going to go check
Disney
it out.
World. I mean, the only thing that sucked is my kids were too young.
They couldn't
because they don't really remember it now.
That does suck. Yeah,
because you're dropping some loot.
Yeah.
Serious.
Well, I remember, like, I had saved for a while and took these guys to Disneyland, and you know, we were able to take. It was all of us. It was me, both of them, my older sister, or they call it my younger sister, my mom, my dad, my brother, his wife, and their 2 kids, and we all went together, and we all split the cost of my parents and whatever they wanted. They didn't spend any money or whatever. And I told them there, I gave you guys $100 each, right?
I think so.
I think I gave them $100 each, and I told them whatever you guys want. You don't have to worry about it. I won't say no today. Whatever you want. You want it, you go grab it, and
nice.
We'll get it. And dude, it was an expensive time, but one of my favorite memories of these guys growing up and going to see that, and that was the first time my dad had gone to Disneyland, and so it was cool to watch him and be a kid,
right,
and try to enjoy himself. And he's a big fan of Thor, so we had taken him over to California Adventure. And he got a picture with him and Thor looking like they're going to box, dude. It was fucking awesome. I was like, oh, you know what, dude? Like, this is the way I should spend money. Like, this is what it should be about at this point. You know what I mean? And so those kind of things, and having those kind of memories, you're right. Like, if they were too young, you kind of miss it. You know what I mean?
We went to my wife while we were out there. We went to Universal Studios. And she set up a breakfast, a superhero breakfast, like Spider-Man came to the table.
Oh, that's cool.
Dog, it was the best. Because, dude, I had a smile from ear to ear. And I think my wife asked him if we could take a picture. And he was like, of course, man. He's been waiting for this his whole life. And I was like, yes, I have. And the coolest thing, too, is we got this picture where when you leave, I guess you can take a picture with them. And the background is like it looks like a big comic book.
Okay.
So it's like almost like you're in the front of a comic book. So it was Spider-Man in the middle of my son and I. So we took the picture. And my son tried to be cool. But when you look at the picture, like my son has his arms down, but he did the Spider-Man where he shoots the web. It almost looks like the devil's ears.
Right.
Nice. He's got that like down. I'm like, yeah, kid.
That's when you know they enjoyed it, but they were still a little too hesitant, right? That's
man.
Cool shit, though.
Yeah.
I gotta wait till they have grandkids to go now.
Yeah.
Are you asking for one?
Hell
or no.
no.
Okay.
Hey. Shout out to Rob. He just became a grandfather for the second
Congratulations, man.
time. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not ready for grandkids myself. But
I told him, you have grandkids. They're not calling me grandpa or nothing. That's my Uncle Mingo.
Fuck no.
That's my kids. That's my dad's dad. What are they calling me?
We'll figure that out when we get there. I'm going to have him call you Papa on purpose.
Yeah, no, come on. It's fucked up.
Or Grandpa, whatever. Grandpa
I can go with Pops. You can call me Pops.
yeah,
I do like Pops. Though.
I'm gonna like Grandpa. That's gonna be cool.
You look like you'd be,
I don't have a problem with it. I'm all right.
I don't mean that in a fucked up way. I'm just saying, like, you look like you would be cool with the grandpa. Like, and you'd be the grandpa that always got fucking Werthers in his pockets. Always got some candies to get the kids. You know what I mean?
don't like these, but I know that the kids like them. So.
Yep. Skittles. Always gonna have some Skittles or some shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
See, you can't wait. It'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
Couple years, right? 3 years?
Oh, shit, a lot more than 3. Shit.
You got at least 5. No longer than 5, dude. You'll be 55.
Ooh.
God damn.
You are grandpa age.
You'll have your AARP card at that point and everything.
Yeah, I don't know. The only reason why I say when you say 5 years, because I'm still thinking, well, my daughter's still got to go to law school. My son hasn't even graduated college yet. I mean, he still has another year. And then they got to start their careers. Nah, it's still going to be a while.
I'm not going to say it. I don't want to throw no salt on your game, so we're just going to leave it at that. 'Cause you never know, shit happens. Like, it could, you know what I mean?
What?
Ooh.
You could become a grandpa without even knowing it. You know what I'm saying?
We were just watching something on TV. Yeah, actually, maybe 16 and pregnant, and because they're all
I called that.
They're all older now. That's the thing. They're all adults now.
Right.
And they have other kids. So
They were planned.
So there's one where half of them if not all of them, the baby daddy, they already split up. So there's one girl that we're watching. She's with a new man, and she's pregnant by him. So they're like looking for wedding rings and not necessarily getting arguments about it, but having discussions about it.
Right.
And so my wife and my daughter started. You see, that's why you need to get married first. Now they seem to be rushing. They're rushing it because they want to get married before the baby's born. They're not doing it right. And luckily, my daughter's like, yeah, that's right.
What's
They're
wrong with
doing
that?
it
I
wrong.
was born before the wedding.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Hey, you do
He said,
you,
but
boo.
I'm sitting right here.
You do you, boo. I'm going to do me.
He said, I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Are you still married?
Oh, so it's my fault.
Nah, you were what kept us together.
So it was Milo's fault.
Probably. Yeah.
But
No,
We're
Milo,
just-
it was not your fault.
we're just pleased that
Not gonna fucking listen.
I know.
they know what they want to do as far as find a person first, get married, then have kids. Of course, I'm not saying that that's how it's going to happen, but
Right.
at least they have the mindset that that's how it should happen.
Right.
Which is good.
That's always good. I mean, their kids seem to have a really good head on their shoulders, and they seem to know what they want. And having that plan is always a good lead into life. But sometimes life gets in the way.
Speaking of plans, I don't know what made me just think about this. Have you thought about dying at all?
Holy fuck!
Matter of fact, I have actually.
I mean, because it's going to happen. I mean, it's not like
Right.
And the reason why I'm bringing this subject up is just because, like, my wife and I have talked about it. Like, what happens if I die? What happens if she dies?
Right.
And like, if she dies before me,
Do you get to remarry?
no, I don't.
No.
No, she don't want me to. She don't want me finding anybody.
So you're gonna have to live the rest of your life
Like
alone.
we're
Right.
talking about other women in general.
Yeah, right.
Even if he doesn't like
But
it.
I tell her, I don't have a problem if she finds somebody else. But my deal is, it can't be somebody that I know.
Right. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, to me, it's like the day after I die, anybody from that point on that you meet, that's
Fair
fine.
game.
Yeah, fair game. But anybody that before that, no. I don't want anybody reaping the rewards of what her and I built that I already know. No, that you can't have what I have. It's got to be somebody new. It's got to be, I don't want to know who it is.
Right.
Not that I would. I mean, I'm dead.
Yeah,
but
right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was gonna say
She whispers it to you on your deathbed.
I thought about keeping it to myself, but fuck it, you said it. It's not like anybody can tattle on her if she does.
Right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you have everything set already? Like a plot and.
No, but the plan is, I mean, I don't want to, I don't really care. So the plan is my wife wants to be buried.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to be cremated and they'll put me in with her.
Okay.
I think we spoke about this before.
Yeah.
So, and if she goes before me, then we're going to have an issue.
Yeah, because you're gonna be fucking lonely as shit.
No, as far as when I go,
Hey, but you know what? If she goes before you, she won't know what you do.
you looking to come around my house anymore, kid?
You bet. Hey, I got you. Look, you bet not, because I'll. Don't do that to her.
I
Well,
understood
when you
nothing of
said
what
you
just
thought
said.
about dying, what have you thought about?
Really? Honestly?
Sure.
Fuck, that hurt. Ooh, shit. I should start taking my medicine more often. Ooh wee. I need to lose weight. Shit like that. Like I know that I'm not on the right path to stick around for too long. So I know I need to make changes. But then I thought about too, was like, well fuck, dude. Do I go ahead and buy my plot now for Indio? Because that's where all my family at, you know what I mean? So
that's where your dad's at?
yeah, that's where my dad's at. My dad, my uncle, my grandma.
Does your mom already
My cousin.
have a plot there?
Yeah, they bought both of their plots when they moved back here 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
See, and that, I think, I don't know if that's the right way to go. Because how do they know if they're going to still be around this area if they bought the plot so long ago?
Oh my parents, they weren't going anywhere. They knew. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I want to do that because I don't know. I said once I retire, I'm going to fucking Montana and buying me a little plot of land with a creek in the middle of it so that I can have my little fucking log cabin out there, and the grandkids come and they're gonna go play down by the creek. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That's what I want. That's how I want to do it. But who knows? I might die before I get the chance to buy it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's almost like, for example, right now, this exact moment in time, I'm not saying that I want to die. Don't even.
Right.
don't even- but I don't necessarily know if I have a problem with it right now.
Right.
And what I mean by that is, my kids are adults and I know they're going to be fine.
Right.
My wife is going to be fine in regards to things are handled.
Right.
So she's going to be taken care of.
Right.
So right now, if I were to go, I'm not saying that I want to, but I'm okay because again, all my kids are
Everyone's
adults.
set up.
Yeah, everybody that's set up. But as far as but once they have grandkids, that's going to change because
Right.
now I want to see my grandkids grow up.
Right.
So then I am going to have a problem with it.
Right.
But right now there are no grandkids in the picture. So as far as the four of us are set, I'm okay with it right now.
Right.
Not that I'm saying I want to, but I feel like we're complete right now. So
Right.
the puzzle is made.
Right.
So it's cool.
He's got a couple corner pieces missing.
Yeah.
In essence, right.
And so, but again, once they get married, have kids, it's like, oh shit, now I got a problem. Now
I gotta fucking stick
now
around
I gotta
now.
fucking start doing some exercise so I can live a little longer to make
Yeah,
sure
I
I'm
mean-
around.
Fuck, dude. Like, you're right because I'm not there yet. Like, because I know that neither of these guys are anywhere. I mean, he's 21. He's not set to have his path yet. Milo's still figuring out who the fuck he is and what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, grandkids off in the future. I don't see them happening right now unless Milo comes home with some girl and says, "Hey, Dad," which is realistically, which is probably the most possible and the soonest to happen. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Not in a dick way. I'm not. I'm just saying, like,
You
because-
are fine.
I'm just saying because that's just the lifestyle that it
still
leads.
love you.
I get
I
it.
still love you too.
For sure.
You got a good head on your shoulders. That's why. That's what I'm saying.
Definitely how it came across.
Yeah. No. So, like the ideas that we talked about, though, would you like me to be put into a fucking tree pod and build a tree?
It's what you want, not what I want for you.
Well, but you're the one that has to fucking plant the tree, and
If it's what you want, then I don't care. I'll do it.
but I don't want to do that if you're gonna have a dog and let the dog pee on the tree.
The dog won't be anywhere. The tree won't be anywhere near my house. I'm just kidding.
Oh wow! I'm gonna
Let's be
put.
realistic. I'm not gonna have a dog.
He says I'm gonna put you in a deep, dark forest where nobody will ever fucking see you
See,
again.
but I will. I'll know where you're at. So if people want to come visit your tree, hey, follow me into this forest.
When we walked into the studio, the dog didn't come out. You still have him?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's tied up because they do the forms and stuff.
Oh, all right.
So I had to tie him for them to be able to do it because he shits all over the place. So I don't want him to go shit on the forums and do all that. So I had a lady that was interested in him.
That poor dog.
I know. I feel so bad, but at the same time, I know it's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, we just, Milo lost interest in him. We don't have time to deal with him. Like,
I was doing some work in my yard this weekend, and I'm putting some artificial grass. So I have to pack
the dirt down.
dirt. It's called base sand.
Right.
So I got to pack it down. So I'm doing that, and it's just funny because I walked away for a second, and I came back, and his footprints all in it. And I'm like dog prints.
Right.
And I was like, God damn it!
Exactly. Exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm like, fuck.
So I mean, like the pictures I sent of it,
Yeah.
I'm telling her to move. Get out of the picture, and she's just like,
Just sitting there looking at you. What you mean? Yeah. Yeah, I don't, I feel bad for the doggy, but it's the best thing for him. So if anybody's looking for a cute dog, we got a little half-mixed pit bull, one blue eye, one brown eye. Good dog. Pretty. Just don't have time for him. You want him? mingosmadhouse@yahoo.com.
that's so wrong.
Why? I want him to go to a good home. It's not like somebody's going to show up with fucking a bag of meth and be like, I'll trade you. Okay.
You never know out here.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's probably the biggest possibility,
The one that's gonna happen the soonest.
right? All right, so, oh, wow. He's hurt.
That
He's a
took
little
a
hurt. Yeah, right? Jesus. Well, it's not like you're out trying to dig down everything in town.
Because I'm not my brother. Anyways, you were saying something, sir?
Yes, any final words?
Yeah, no,
or
I'm
just,
good.
I'm not my brother good enough?
Yeah, that.
Sums it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Tony, any final words?
No, I'm good.
All right, so, wow. He's hurt. He's a little hurt. Yeah, right? Jesus. Well, it's not like you're out trying to dig down everything in town. Cool. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoy it. We're gonna try to get this on for you. During the week. That way, you don't have to try to find it on Saturdays.
Well, if they hear it, then you got it on for them.
Cool. So I don't have to say anymore. We'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.